Good evening, TradeFlare family. Welcome to the nightly breakdown, where we break down what happened today in the stock market, as well as give you an idea of what we're looking at into tomorrow. So headed over to the key points, and the first key point that we're looking at is the CPI data, and we'll get that tomorrow morning during the pre-market. And at this point, expectations are already high. The headline CPI is expected to be at 4.7%, and this is a really high read. They're expecting a lot of inflation, and everybody has been talking about it. That's why I think that data, if it's in line with the expectations, then I think we could go higher. At this point, everybody thinks it's transitory, and I don't think that's going to change unless we have some sort of huge print tomorrow on the CPI data. Even if we get crazy CPI data tomorrow, we probably won't see a crash right away, but instead people will start talking about inflation a lot more, and the debate about whether or not it's transitory will heat up even more, which will create some volatility, but I don't think the market will sell off right away on that. So the next key point that I'm looking at is the Bitcoin bounce, and the fact that it's so timely today, right before the inflation report. And I think that the crypto stocks and the cryptocurrencies themselves could get a nice bounce and continue this bounce into tomorrow. If everything falls in line with expectations, I expect some of these crypto stocks like Square, MSTR, STX, Coinbase, Overstock, and I think they'll start to run, especially if we get good data into tomorrow. As far as the third key point, I'm talking about the small caps and all these low float small cap companies that have been squeezing, not even just meme stocks, but in this environment there's a lot of highly shorted companies that are just getting squeezed because they have the opportunity and everybody's seeing them do it around them. Short squeezes happen, but they usually don't happen like this, so I'm curious to see how long this will last and if it will last. Also see what type of effect it will have on the SPY and the rest of the market. So let's head over to the SPY and look at where we're at and where we could be heading into tomorrow. So I'm starting off here on the 15-minute chart, and I'm looking at this 3-day range that we've been talking about, and today we saw a look above and fail back into the range and a break back down to the bottom of the range. Now, as far as the CPI goes tomorrow, I think there's going to be a break either way of this range, and it's important to have an idea where we're going. And with these ranges, you want to double the range, and that's where your first target should be. So if you see right here, I have the range doubled on both the downside and the upside. If we break the resistance in the morning and look above and go, my first target's going to be 424.69. If we look below and go, my first target's going to be 419.77. We will most likely be playing the break of this range, so watch out for that. Next, let's head over to the watch list, and I've got 3 stocks as well as 2 stocks from our members today. And the first stock I have on the watch list today is AbbVie, or ABBV, and the healthcare sector has been on fire, and this stock looks really good. Let me show you here on the 15-minute chart, and we have a reverse head and shoulders here, which is telling us that the buyers are in control. The sellers are exhausted. They've tried to take this thing down 3 times. They failed. Now, for the breakout of a head and shoulders or a reverse head and shoulders, you look at the neckline, and the neckline here is at 114.45, and looking for this thing to break and continue on its way up. Healthcare has been a hot sector this week, and I think it can continue into the rest of the week. Next up on the watch list is Coinbase, and the reason I like Coinbase here is because it is so low and the fact that crypto is bouncing. Looking at it on the daily here, this thing has been absolutely wrecked since IPO. It's probably because so has Bitcoin and so has crypto. If you think about it, buyers really haven't had a reason to buy this thing yet. Crypto has been getting destroyed. There's been so much bad news in the media. We saw some volume today, and we saw these stocks kind of start to creep, so I'm watching this especially. Next up is Snapchat, ticker symbol SNAP, and this one had a really nice day today. And if you look on the daily chart, we've got a reverse head and shoulders on the support level here. We have a neckline at 65.16. As far as where we're at right now, I think we could definitely go test that 65.16, and if not, it looks like we could get stuck in this range, so watch out for this. Next, over to the member suggestions, and the first member suggestion is WTR, or the Alkaline Water Company, and a member sent this one in, and it actually looks pretty good at this moment. If you look on the daily here, it has this cup, this huge cup forming. Reverse head and shoulders broke out on the bottom. Now we need to see that handle, that bull flag that confirms the pattern. At this point, we're right at 2020 highs, and this could be one of those low cap squeeze stocks that I'm talking about that have a low float, high short interest, and in a market where there's money everywhere, these things start to pop. Watch out for this thing. I think we could see some consolidation, but look for that 167 mark. This one also has earnings right around the corner, so watch out for that. Next up is Exxon Mobil, and I really like this one, especially with the CPI report tomorrow. This is another cup and handle looking pattern where we have a long rounded bottom, and then we broke upwards, and now we're bull flagging. If you look at today's candle, it looks like this candle is waiting for the CPI report, and of course oil is a huge part of the inflationary talks right now, and I think we could continue to see higher prices from these companies and in oil in itself. So watch this one really closely. It has some high volume, and I think a lot of people are waiting to trade this thing, so watch out for this one tomorrow. So that wraps up tonight's nightly breakdown. If you got value out of this video, make sure you hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a nightly breakdown or a weekly watch list. And if you're looking for a trading community to learn and grow day to day with, then join our Discord and upgrade to TradeFlare Pro. Get half off your first monthly subscription using the discount code TFPRO 2021. And remember, we're not financial advisors, nor do we claim to be. The stock market is risky and you could lose money, so use all of the information in these videos at your sole discretion. Never forget, time is your most valuable asset, so quit wasting it. Get up, get out, and go get it, my friend.